Hi students, welcome back to the social studies class, and we are continuing our history chapter 3 nationalism in India. And in previous class we all know that we have discussed about the Rowlatt Act and Jallianwala Bagh incident. You know students, why the Rowlatt Act, the agitation for Rowlatt Act, the agitation or to take the revenge against the Jallianwala Bagh incident was still only in the towns and cities. Still it was not spread in countryside. Meanwhile, what happened? The World War I came to end. In the year 1918, World War came to end. And in the year 1919, a very harsh treaty was signed against Turkey. You know, Turkey was also participating in the World War on the Axis side, which is also known as Central Forces. Okay. Now, when in the World War I, Axis or the Central Powers, they lost, and very harsh treaty was signed on them, and especially on the Turkey. Now, here what happened? The head of the Turkey is an Islamic country. The head of the Turkey was Khalifa. The head of the Turkey was Khalifa, and this title was going to be abolished. Now, it was a very humiliating issue or humiliating term to all the Muslim nations, especially to Turkey and entire Muslim community all over the world. Now, so because of this incident, Muslims all over the world were very much aggressive, very much angry over this move of the British. Now, they wanted to take revenge on that. They wanted to protect the Khalifa, the title of Khalifa. So, in India also, the Muslims were very much angry. They were searching an opportunity to take revenge, to start a mass agitation in the country. But it was not possible without the unity of Hindu and Muslims. So, in the year 1919, in Bombay, which we call Mumbai now, in Bombay, Khilafat Committee was formed. Khilafat Committee was formed. In this committee, mostly the young Muslim leaders have taken active part, and the famous figure or the famous face among this committee, that is Khilafat Committee, was Ali brothers. Ali brothers. That is Ali brothers. They were Sawkat Ali and Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali and Sawkat Ali. These two Ali brothers, they met with Mahatma Gandhi, and they wanted to have a mass agitation against the Britishers where they can take revenge. Now, Mahatma Gandhi saw this as a golden opportunity to bring both Hindus and Muslims under one umbrella. Now, this was liked by Mahatma Gandhi. He has put this issue, that is the issue of Khilafat Committee, in front of the Congress session in Bombay. But majority of the Congress leaders, they were not willing. But Mahatma Gandhi convinced most of the leaders, and he was ready to start a mass movement against the Britishers in India. Now, he wanted to bring non-cooperation movement. He wanted to add a non-cooperation movement and wanted to join Hindus also with Khilafat committee, that is Khilafat movement. Now, why did Mahatma Gandhi wanted to start Khilafat movement? What was the main reason behind starting the Khilafat movement in India by Mahatma Gandhi? You know, in the year 1909, Mahatma Gandhi published a book, his book, which was known as Hind Swaraj. Hind Swaraj. In his book, he has clearly mentioned that Britishers came to India because we Indians cooperated with them. They survived in India. They got established in India because we cooperated with them. And if we start non-cooperating with them, we doesn't cooperate with them, then within 1 year they have to go back. That is why Mahatma Gandhi started or decided to launch the non-cooperation movement. Now, it was decided that before that, in December 1920, Mahatma Gandhi in a Nagpur session of Congress in December 1920, Congress session was held in Nagpur. In that session, Mahatma Gandhi convinced and took entire Congress party into his confidence. Though at the beginning, many of the Congress leaders were not ready because during 1920 there was a time of legislative elections in the country. So many were not willing. But in the Congress session 1920, Mahatma Gandhi convinced, took entire Congress party to his confidence, and in the year 1921, January 1921, both non-cooperation and Khilafat movement started. Now, Mahatma Gandhi wanted to continue this non-cooperation movement and Khilafat movement in various stages. Now, he wanted to give up the various titles, the various awards which the Indian scholars, the leaders, the writers, novelists who were received from the Britishers. Let them give back them. Now, he wanted the Indian professionals, lawyers, various clerical people, army who has joined in the British army, British police, to quit their job. He wanted students to stop going to the government schools. And so in various stages he wanted to continue. So in 1921, Jan 1921, finally the non-cooperation movement and Khilafat movement started. And it was going as per the plan of Mahatma Gandhi. What happened? Children stopped going to schools and colleges. Various professionals, they quit their jobs. Lawyers stopped going to the courts, to their practice. Teachers, headmasters left their jobs. At the economic front also, the Britishers were very badly disturbed. You know, the foreign goods which were brought from the British were totally boycotted. They were burnt on bonfire. Liquor shops were picketed. Apart from that, people stopped taking in foreign goods. Indian merchants stopped trading in the foreign goods, because of which what happened, between 1920 to 21 there was a huge loss to the Britishers. and this gave upliftment, more promotion to the Indian textiles, Indian hand industries. That is, Khadi was incorporated. Khadi was given more priority. But after 2 to 3 months, there was a decline, gradually declining this movement. This movement started becoming slow down because of various reasons. The first and the foremost reason was that what happened, Khadi. Khadi was very expensive. When compared to the British machine-made goods, Khadi was very expensive. It was out of purchasing power from the middle class and the poor family. The middle class and the poor family could not purchase it. It was out of their purchasing power. Next, the children who left their college schools were sitting idle for 2 to 3 months. There were no alternate schools or colleges started by Indian leaders. The professionals, doctors, teachers, lawyers, who also earlier left their jobs, they were also sitting idle. So what happened? They cannot sit for a long time because there was no alternate sources. So all these people slowly started going back to their work. Children started going to schools and colleges, and people started going to their practices, and slowly the poor family, the middle class people started incorporating the British made goods. Because to continue this, there should be an alternate source, but it was not there. But during non-cooperation movement, what happened? There was a very strong blow to the Britishers. The unity of Hindu and Muslim was recreated once again after a long time. So students, I hope so you would have understood till now. So take care. We will continue in the next class. Bye.